food fans, good to see you again. Dollar Chef here. Good night. Just got back from the gym, a little sweaty, but hands are washed, ready to cook. Got a fun one tonight. Actually, on the note, not only is it important to eat well under budget, but get some cardio once in a while. So life is good. Anyway, tonight's a fun one. It's homemade nachos. You can call them probably deluxe nachos. Some people call them macho nachos, but we can't call them that. So deluxe nachos. Very simple. First, the pricing. And a quick note too, the stores that I use will now be posted below on the channel, at least the two main ones I use. You can find the majority of the products I use here on Dollar Chef at these two stores. Sometimes there's a third one, but I'll bring it up later. Anyhow, bag of chips, in this case Granny Goose, $1. Kraft cheese, yep, Kraft and Granny Goose. You can find these at the stores that I'm talking about. This whole bag, $1. A couple tomatoes, about 50 cents. Onion, 30 cents. Can of chili, $1. So obviously well under the $10 budget. And the best part is we're going to make 3 plates. So basically you, 2 other friends, 2 other people in the house, what have you. Very simple. There is some other opinions on the internet as how to go about doing this. But again, on Dollar Chef, we're about getting the job done quickly and effectively so you can just enjoy your food. And as long as we're scoring like a B+ or better on the food that we make as far as taste and speed and everything, that's what we're going for. We're going for a strong B+. We're not going for every little perfection because we want to get in and out of the kitchen as fast as possible so we can get back on with our lives. So, got 3 plates. 2 of them we're not using right now because we're just going to show you just demo on one of them. So, take a bag, which costs you $1 for the chips. What I do agree with other channels is that it's smart to use a single layer of chips like this, which is basically also why I like this this process here with what I have set up. You take 1/3 of the bag of chips. We're going to be taking 1/3 of the can of chili, pretty much 1/3 of everything. 1/3 of the bag of cheese, and each third will obviously make 1 plate. It's very simple. 1/3, 1/3, 1/3, you're done. So you take 1/3 of your chips, layer it out, try to be fair to your friends, so they get their own third. That's about right. And yeah, make it layered. You don't want a big pile because you want the cheese and everything else distributed properly and evenly on the chips. You might give a little extra schmazing because she's kind of schmazing, so she gets a little bit extra. So anyway, chips done. Next thing is the cheese. Again, everything's very simple. 1/3, 1/3, 1/3. No big deal. We love to get in and out of there. Play some video games, watch some sports, clean the house, whatever it is. Use common sense, layer it, use your third, and cheese. That's it. Cheese is done. Notice this is not taking very much time. And the best part's coming up here pretty soon. It was washed. Got the bowl earlier, but here we go. Tomatoes, cut off the ends. Toss them. Cut down the middle. Lay them flat. 1, 2, 3 cuts. Not cut down the middle. Same again. 2, 3 cuts to make 4 pieces. Cut down the middle. And of course, repeat with your second tomato. As always, not brain surgery. Just don't cut yourself, and you're good. Alright, tomatoes are done. Next up, onions. All you need here is 1 onion. So again, 2 tomatoes, 1 onion, you're good. That'll make your 3 dishes. Now I'll start talking about the next step right now because this is probably the step that is most argued over on the internet, is when you actually go to, again real quick with the onions, do about 4 cuts, so 5 pieces, and then go 4 cuts across, so 4 and 4, done. I guess actually that was 5 and 4. Whatever feels right. You know what kind of chunks you want in your nachos. Bottom line, most important thing is it doesn't take very long. Wash it, cut it, get it done. Anyway. This out of the way. Notice the cheese went first because you want that to melt directly on the nachos. The chili, this one's chicken chili. It can be whatever chili flavor you like. Just make sure it's the type of chili that has, you know, a little bit of gravy with it, because you actually want, not a whole lot, but you want a little bit of liquidity here when you put it on the chips. Obviously you don't want soggy chips, but you do actually want a little bit of moisture, just a little bit. Notice also that I'm putting the chili on right out of the can. The microwave, we're not scared of eating stuff out of the can, and the microwave is going to cook it a little bit anyway when we do this. So don't bother, as long as you're following my method, bother cooking it first. You want to, go for it, go ahead and get a pot. I cook a lot of stuff obviously on the channel, but on something like this you don't really need to. Something like this, it's about speed. You want to get this done and have your little snack. Get back to playing StarCraft. Okay, chili's done. That's pretty much it. Now we're gonna use the microwave. Obviously we're leaving the cold stuff, the diced tomatoes and onions, for afterwards. There is one thing that is missing here, unfortunately, and it's actually one of the most important things. But hey, this is life. It's the jalapenos. You've seen me cut jalapenos before, fresh raw jalapenos. Normally you would cut them up, slice them up exactly like I have done in other videos. Just watch those. Layer them to your choosing, whatever you think is right. Same with the onions, same with the tomatoes. But with the jalapenos, you actually do want to put them on here first before you go ahead and put them in the microwave. So that is one thing missing. Sorry about that, but just imagine they're here and you get the concept. Now at this point we are going to put them in the microwave, so you're going to probably see a fast forward here, and I'll see you here in a second. Now we're back. Okay. So, cheese is melted, beans are cooked. The timing on that was 55 seconds, exactly. As I've said before, on a lot of these dishes I will give you the exact time in the microwave, and here's the reason why, especially on stuff like nachos. About half of the time I'll use the oven. The other half of the time I'll use the microwave. You will see me use a microwave whenever I can. In other words, if something can be done in the microwave, I'm going to use the microwave because it's all about efficiency. If I'm making enchiladas, which will be an enchilada video, it's obviously going to be baked and needs to go in the oven. Now, the reason I'm stopping here and talking about that is because some other channels will say that it's impossible or you should not use the microwave. Now there's going to be a whole other video about that all by itself, comparing the microwave against the oven and when you should use one over the other, etc. But in this case, it's all about timing. Like with the avocado sandwich video and melting the bread, it was 22 seconds on that one. On this one, it's 55 seconds for the nachos. So put it in the microwave, nuke it for 55 seconds, you're good to go. Other channels will say don't do it because it either comes out completely nuking it, and you got it's runny and oily and whatever, or it doesn't cook it at all and it's still completely unmelted. The thing there is one, is not true. It just has to do with you actually knowing how long to microwave it for. If you microwave it the right amount of time, it's going to come out perfectly and you're done in 55 seconds. So again, with this, 55 seconds, hit go, and you're done. Don't bother baking it for 5+ minutes and all that kind of stuff, because you're not going to come out that much better anyway, and you're going to waste 5+ more minutes of your time. So here we are. Again, imagine some jalapenos in there. Try to forget that like I did. So oops. Grab your cold foods now, your onions, because these are your nachos. Take your third, do your thing with it, make it look nice. It's not some company making it for you, you're making it for yourself and for your friends. So it actually turns out the way you always envisioned it turning out when you go out to eat, and it never does. It actually has the good chunks of tomatoes and what have you. All right. Now, optional. Obviously, I'd recommend, you got salsa, also there by the way, at $1. Sour cream, again, at those stores I'm going to recommend to you, for $1, whole thing. I would keep the salsa on the side in a dish, that way you don't get, because I also agree with other channels about not getting them soggy. So this is not a soggy nacho plate right now. It's properly cooked. The bag obviously was fresh. That's also the reason why I do it this way, because when I crack open the bag, the chips, I'm using all the chips right away. They don't go stale. I put in the microwave. They don't go soggy because none of this makes it soggy, as long as you cook it for the right amount of time. Probably keep the salsa and the sour cream on the side, at least the salsa at least, and that way you don't get your chips soggy. Just dip it in and you're good, or just have your own little dish. The sour cream, you want to, if you're trying to make it look a certain way, just dip some in the middle, which I'm going to do because I know who this is for. And that's really it. Well, if you can imagine little green jalapenos there, cheese is spread well, and that's pretty much it right there. And I just imagine how fast you could have done this. So I'm talking this entire video to go into detail about various things, as I always do, but this would have taken you, what, 3 minutes, and you would have fed 3 people. So that's our Nacho Supreme. And again, as always, guys, thanks for subscribing. If you haven't subscribed, subscribe below, please. Also like below, and I'll see you guys next time.